A decade after rewriting the rules of global music, BTS are still finding new ways to make history. In an industry where chart dominance often burns bright and fades quickly, the group's latest achievement proves that longevity may be just as powerful as explosive success. As ARIRANG reaches its 10th consecutive week inside the top 10 of the Billboard 200, BTS once again remind the world why they remain one of the most influential acts of the modern era. The milestone instantly ignites celebration across social media, with fans proudly declaring what many believe the numbers continue to prove: BTS are still the undisputed kings of K-pop. The achievement carries weight far beyond a single chart statistic. In 2026, hundreds of albums from some of the world's biggest artists have competed for attention across streaming platforms, radio stations, and global markets. Yet ARIRANG stands alone as the first and only album released this year to spend 10 weeks inside the Billboard 200 Top 10. Even more significantly, it becomes the only album by a South Korean artist to accomplish the feat, extending BTS's long history of setting benchmarks that once seemed impossible for Korean acts in the Western music industry. For fans, the news feels like another chapter in the remarkable story of a comeback that has already exceeded expectations. When BTS reunited following military service and announced ARIRANG, anticipation was naturally enormous, yet few could have predicted the scale of the response that followed. From record-breaking sales and streaming figures to sold-out stadiums across multiple continents, the album has transformed from a highly anticipated release into a genuine global phenomenon. 10 weeks later, its continued strength demonstrates that the success was never about opening week curiosity. Listeners have stayed, streamed, purchased, and returned to the music repeatedly, allowing the album to maintain extraordinary momentum deep into its chart run. Part of that staying power comes from the album's ambitious musical identity. Across 14 tracks, BTS weave together hip-hop, alternative R&B, EDM, pop, and Korean musical influences, while maintaining the distinct group chemistry that has defined their career. The project balances explosive stadium anthems with reflective moments, showcasing both the confidence of artists at the height of their powers and the maturity gained through years of global experience. Collaborations involving acclaimed figures such as Diplo and Ryan Tedder further expand the album's sonic reach, helping create a record that feels simultaneously international and unmistakably BTS. As reports of the Billboard milestones spread, fans waste no time celebrating online. Timelines quickly fill with messages praising the album's versatility, production quality, and emotional depth. Many call ARIRANG the clear frontrunner for Album of the Year, highlighting how each track contributes something unique to the overall listening experience. Others focus on the consistency of BTS's success, pointing out that every comeback seems to arrive accompanied by predictions that the group has already peaked, only for those predictions to be disproven once again. That recurring narrative becomes a major theme of fan discussions. Many supporters reflect on the skepticism BTS faced throughout their early years, when success on this scale seemed unimaginable. Long before stadium tours and Billboard records, the group debuted under Big Hit Entertainment, a relatively small agency competing against some of the largest names in the Korean entertainment industry. Resources were limited, opportunities were fewer, and expectations from the broader industry remained modest. Looking back from 2026, fans see a direct line connecting those early struggles to moments like this one. The emotional reactions are not only about chart positions. For many longtime followers, each new milestone serves as validation of the years BTS spent building their career through relentless touring, songwriting, and engagement with fans. The group's rise has become one of modern music's most remarkable success stories, and achievements like 10 weeks in the Billboard 200 Top 10 reinforce the idea that their journey continues to evolve rather than settle into legacy status. The timing of the achievement also amplifies its significance. BTS are currently in the middle of the massive ARIRANG World Tour, one of the largest global touring campaigns ever undertaken by a K-pop act. Stadium after stadium continues selling out across North America, with scenes of overwhelming fan turnout following the group wherever they go. Rather than chart performance slowing as attention shifts toward touring, the two forces appear to be strengthening one another. Concerts drive renewed interest in the album, while the album's popularity fuels even greater excitement for upcoming shows. That momentum was on full display at the 2026 American Music Awards in Las Vegas. Despite their demanding tour schedule, BTS emerged as one of the night's biggest winners, collecting major honors including Artist of the Year. The victory carries particular historical significance because BTS first became the inaugural Asian act to win the category back in 2021. 5 years later, following military service and a lengthy hiatus from full group activities, they reclaimed the trophy once again, proving that their position at the top of the global music landscape remains remarkably intact. The competition itself underscores the scale of the accomplishment. Artists including Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, Bad Bunny, and Lady Gaga continue to dominate international charts and streaming platforms. Yet BTS once again find themselves standing among the very biggest names in the industry, collecting top honors and reinforcing their status as one of the defining acts of their generation. Although the group did not perform live at the ceremony, prioritizing rest and health amid an intense touring schedule, their presence was still strongly felt. The broadcast featured a recorded performance of Hooligan captured during one of their sold-out Las Vegas concerts. The performance introduced millions of viewers to one of the standout tracks from ARIRANG, further extending the album's reach while showcasing the explosive energy currently defining the tour. Fans also appreciated the members taking time to address ARMY through video messages. Even in the midst of non-stop travel, rehearsals, and performances, BTS made sure to express gratitude towards the fan base that has supported them through every stage of their journey. Those moments of connection continue to play a major role in the group's enduring popularity. While records and awards dominate headlines, the emotional bond between BTS and their audience remains one of the most important reasons their success continues to resonate so deeply. Looking ahead, the momentum shows no signs of slowing. The group is preparing for major performances at Busan Asiad Main Stadium on June 12th and 13th, before continuing the ARIRANG World Tour through Europe and South America. Each new destination promises another opportunity to showcase the album that has already become one of 2026's defining musical releases. What makes the Billboard achievement especially remarkable is that it arrives during a period when BTS are simultaneously dominating multiple fronts. They are filling stadiums, collecting major awards, breaking chart records, generating massive streaming numbers, and driving global cultural conversation all at once. Few artists in modern music history have managed to maintain that level of influence across so many areas simultaneously. As fans celebrate 10 weeks inside the Billboard 200 Top 10, many see the milestone as something larger than a chart accomplishment. It represents resilience after military service, proof of sustained relevance in a rapidly changing industry, and another reminder of how far BTS have traveled since their debut. Years ago, simply entering these charts was considered groundbreaking. Today, they are setting standards no other 2026 release has matched. And perhaps that's why the reactions feel so emotional. The achievement is not merely about numbers. It's about witnessing a group continue to exceed expectations long after many predicted their peak had passed. 10 weeks into its chart run, ARIRANG is not just surviving, it's thriving, standing alone atop a milestone no other album has reached this year. For ARMY around the world, the message is simple and familiar. BTS are still making history, and the story is far from over.